Hey everyone, this is Brian coming to you today with MOTN's first Star Wars book review, first of many, I do believe, because I do have a couple of these up my sleeve, I think. Today we are going to be taking a look at the new Star Wars book, Reign of the Empire series. Not sure if it's a series or not, called The Mask of Fear, written by Alexander Freed. I happen to listen to the audiobooks because they do come fully full orchestra, voice acting most of the time. I mean, it's just fantastic. So that's going to be a great way where you can enjoy the books in a different type of fashion if you prefer like live action type of environment over reading, which I can appreciate, no judgment. So, at any rate, The Mask of Fear is our first march, essentially taking a look at what's going on at the time frame with the upcoming Andor season two, as well as the march up to what is ultimately episode 4 and everything that happens through there. Looks like we're going to be getting quite a bit of story that's gonna end up happening, being branched off a couple of ways, judging by this book. So let's just hop right into it. Essentially, this book is taking place weeks after Order 66. And from as far as I can tell, it's like 2 to 3 weeks. It's fresh. The temple may still even be burning in the background. I am not sure. But essentially, what we do in this book is we follow Bail, Mon Mothma, and Saw Gerrera as they deal with the repercussions of Order 66. And there's a couple of things I haven't written out the full review yet. You can always check out my X at Brian J. Wash, where that'll be posted, or Rebels Collectibles Archive, it'll also be posted. But what we're looking at in this book is Bail and Mon Mothma essentially coming to the realization that they lost and the Emperor won and all hell is about to break loose. First thing I'm going to say about this book is it's not necessarily a good time. Like, there's a lot of good information in it, but it's heavy, it's political, it's slow moving, but the sentences have meaning, which is super important, especially when you're a Star Wars political fan, such as I am. But it lays the foundation for what ultimately becomes the rebellion, and it is broken up over a course of a different events or a couple of months, let's say, but you really do get a feel of why Mon Mothma especially decided to go on this path that she's on. Bail to a lesser extent, and Saw is there in the background doing Saw-like things. The heart of Saw has not changed from really what we've seen of him. But essentially, and I'm not, no spoilers here, but essentially there is a old relic from the Separatists who comes out, a kind of a lobot. I don't think that's a spoiler type of deal. Kind of a lobot type of personality who comes out like, yo, what happened to the war? And everybody's like, yeah, that's all done. And, he has words and actions and things of that nature. But we do get a lot of character depth and development from all the characters. And there are some new characters. The downsides of the book are it's a little slower. Again, if you're not heavy into Star Wars political or wise, this probably isn't a good entry point for you. If you are a Star Wars reader, this is a must read book. In fact, it's probably going to be one that I go back to at least 2 or 3 times, just because the depth that you're going to get regarding the story is going to only get better the second and third reading. But essentially, drama's caused. We get a lot of reasons about whys and motivations and what to do now. We find out a little bit about relationships. So in that instance, absolute must read. In the instance of just a good time, the Star Wars book, good time, yeah, nah, this probably isn't the one for you. Again, I've not given my final review, but I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5, but I reserve the right to move that up to a 5 out of 5. I just finished it, so thoughts are relatively fresh, but I want to hop out here, give you my review. I'm sure that we'll put a link to it somewhere that you can buy it on Amazon or read it off Libby, support your local library. So, on that note, first review, MLTN, Star Wars, The Mask of Fear, Reign of the Empire. Damn. Damn.